we're going to go on to writing what they call algebraic expressions or algebra expressions, but basically just how to write things in algebra. So imagine I had, if we start with one of these counters, we had a counter. Now I know that that counter is worth 1. It could be 1 whatever, it could be £1, it's worth £1, or it's 1 gram, or 1 whatever, but we know that that counter is worth 1. This thing, I don't know, actually, I'm going to choose a different colour. White's not contrasting very well. There we go, pink, that's better. This cube thing, I don't know how much this is worth. I know that's 1, but I don't know how much this is worth. So I'm going to give it a letter. Remember in algebra, it really doesn't matter what letter we use. So I'm going to use the letter C. Why not? There's no reason I chose C, I've just decided to use C. So this counter's worth 1, and this is worth 2. So then, if I put a couple of these things in, that is going to be the same. In fact, why don't I put it down there? Got 3 plus one of those things, but I don't know how that much is worth, so I'm going to write that as C plus 3. Because I don't know how much C is, so I'm just going to write it. Now if I have this one, I've now got 2 of these. Remember, I don't know how much each of them is worth, but I know that they're both, whatever it is, it's the same, and we've called that whatever that is, C. But there's 2 of them. So this is 2C plus 1. Now imagine I had something like this. I'm going to jumble them up a bit this time. There we go. So here, it seems at first, well, I've got a C there, plus 1, plus 2 more C's, plus 3. I don't need to give these a letter, remember, because I already know that they're worth 1. So what do I do here? So I've got C plus 1 plus 2C plus 3. I can actually say, well, in total, I've got 3 C's. And in total, number-wise, leftover numbers, I've got 4. So you can see how that makes sense. What happens if I introduce another one? So, yeah, rubbing out my hands. So, these little gems now, and I'm going to say that these counters, actually we'll call those counters 1 still, that's fine. I've got these little gems, and just like the cubes, I don't know how much my gems are worth either. I know that the counters are worth 1, I don't know how much the cube's worth, so I've called it C, and I don't know how much this is worth. However, I do know that it's different, or probably different, to the cube. So I can't call this one C, because it's different to the cube. I can't give it a number because I don't know what number it is. I don't know how much it's worth. So I'm going to have to give it a different number. So I'm going to call this one B. No reason why I chose B. I could have chosen any letter. But in general, people tend to choose A, B and C because they're easiest. So now, what happens if I had this, this, and this? Well, here I've got 2. Plus a C plus 2 B's. Okay. Now what you could say is someone might say, well, we're actually talking about money here, and that's worth £1. We still don't know how much C is worth, but B actually is worth £3. So now what do we do? Okay, well, we know that this is 2 already. We know that this is still C, we don't know what C is, but now we've worked out that these are worth 3. So it's 2 times 3, which is 6. And now we've got 2 plus 6 6c plus 6, so we could make that shorter. We can combine those two together, so we can have 8 plus c. Okay, so these are algebraic expressions. This is what we mean when we are writing things out in algebra. Please watch the White Rose video lesson and work through the book. Remember, extensions at the moment are on White Rose, so work your way. If you finish with 45 minutes to spare, please work through White Rose. Okay, by the way, guess where I am? You can see it. I'm in school, that's why I'm wearing my mask. Okay, good luck.